Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Seperti biasa, sebelum mulai pembelajaran materi LKPD dan absen, saya kirim terlebih dahulu dalam grup WA yang dimiliki saya dan anak-anak. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, good morning, my lovely students. How are you today?
Good morning.
Okay, how are you today? I hope everything is fine. Ya, walaupun dalam tengah pandemi, saya harap kita masih tetap menjaga semangat kita hari ini. Okay, before we start our activity, I will tell you that I have already sent bahan ajar, the material for today, then our attendant, ya, absensinya, dan kemudian LKPD-nya. Nah, we will discuss about our LKPD after our meeting today. But before we start our activity, I ask one of you, I ask Nadifa to lead your friend to pray. Nadifa dipimpin temannya untuk berdoa, Nduk.
Berdoa, mulai. Doa selesai.
Okay, thank you, Diva. Okay, I have a picture. What is your opinion about this picture? Can you tell me? A fairy tale.
Buku cerita.
Okay, good. Buku cerita. Ya, buku cerita ini memiliki hubungan yang sangat erat dengan materi yang akan kita bahas hari ini. This is our best competition and our learning objective for today. Okay, I'm sure you have already know about the narrative text because on our 8th grade we have already learned about it. Nah, saya yakin sudah banyak yang tahu tentang narrative text. Okay, what is your opinion about this picture?
Cinderella.
Okay, good. Cinderella. Ya, that's kind story of Cinderella. Ketika dia mau berangkat ke pesta itu ya. Okay, then what is this? This is a story from Indonesia. This is about kancil.
Kancil.
Okay, good, kancil. And the last is Roro Jonggrang and Bandung Bondowoso that we know the story about Candi Sewu. Okay, we will continue our material today. I will ask you before I continue. I will ask you: do you have favorite story, Cynthia? Do you have favorite story, Cynthia? Okay, good.
Harry Potter, Pak.
Harry Potter. Okay, Harry Potter is kind of narrative text too. Okay, good. Our material today is narrative text. We can find this text in folktale like Lake Toba Legend or in fable in Kancil and in fairy tales Snow White. Yeah. Okay, now let's talk about what is the definitions of narrative text. Are the others, Cynthia? Or Binar?
Narrative text is a piece of text which tells a story and entertains the reader or listener. It's a story with complications or problematic event and theory of find resolution to solve the problem.
Okay, very good, Dinar. I will try to repeat. Narrative text is a piece of text which tells a story and entertain the reader or listener. It's a story with complication or problematic event and tries to find resolution to solve the problem. Ya, kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia bisa kita katakan bahwa narrative text itu adalah cerita, ya, yang tujuannya untuk menghibur pembaca atau pendengarnya. Ya, di dalamnya nanti akan ada masalah, ada complications, then solved by resolution, dan kemudian diselesaikan dengan resolution. Okay, the character of the text is complete with complication, then continue to solve in a plot. Okay, we will continue our material. Nah, there's some kind of narrative text. Ada beberapa macam dari narrative text ya. Number one is folktale, we know as cerita rakyat. In this picture is about Timun Mas. Then legend, Bandung Bondowoso and Roro Jonggrang. Then number two is fable. Fable is the character, the animal is act like a person, like a people, so they can talk like a people. Number four is fairy tales or fairy story. In Indonesia, we can call it dongeng. Yeah, we can find it as story like Aladdin, Cinderella, and the other story that visually we can found in Walt Disney movie. Okay, next. Nah, this is the social function or purpose of the narrative text. Nah, in the picture there is a laughing baby. Ada bayi yang sedang tertawa senang. Kenapa? Because the purpose of the narrative text is to amuse or entertain the readers with a story. Jadi tujuannya adalah untuk menghibur pembaca atau pendengar dengan cerita kita. Now we are talk about the generic structure atau kerangkanya. Nah, the generic structure of narrative text, number one is orientation, number two is complication, number three is resolution, and number four is reorientation. Okay, that is the generic structure of narrative text. Okay, Cynthia, can you tell me what is the generic structure of narrative
Orientation,
text?
complication, resolution, reorientation.
Okay, orientation, complication, resolution, and reorientation. Okay, good. Bagus sekali. And this is the language feature. Ini adalah ciri-ciri bahasa yang digunakan dalam narrative text. After we discuss about the definition of narrative text, social function, and generic structure and language feature, now let's watch the story of Timun Mas and try to identify the generic structure, find the language feature, especially past, verb past, and identify the moral value of the story.
We
Yeah.
should not
We should
we should not give up with all the problem of life that happens in our life, because every problem there must be a solution.
Okay, good. Nah, the first moral value that we can find in Timun Mas story is we should not give up. Kita tidak boleh menyerah with all problem of life that happen in our life, because every problem there must be a solution. Itu adalah materi kita hari ini about narrative text. Ya. But before I close this class, we have to make some conclusion about the narrative text today. Okay, Adele, can you tell me about the definition of narrative text there? What is the definition of narrative text?
Teks naratif adalah teks cerita untuk menghibur pembaca atau pendengar yang di dalamnya ada masalah atau problem yang terjadi serta pemecahan masalah.
Okay, thank you. Very good. Or in English, narrative text is text which tell a story and entertain the reader or the purpose of the narrative text is to amuse or entertain. Jadi untuk menghibur. Okay, good. Tifa, do you still remember what is the generic structure of narrative text? Tifa.
Orientation, complication, solution, reorientation.
Okay, good. That is the generic structure of narrative text. Okay, this is our meeting today. We will continue our meet in our WA group. Ya, jadi nanti akan kita lanjutkan ke grup WA. We will discuss about our LKPD. Kita lanjutkan membahas tentang lembar kerja. There are some questions that you have to answer. Okay, thank you for your attention today. See you next meeting. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Pembelajaran kita hari ini, sampai jumpa pada pertemuan berikutnya.